Hey, welcome heroes to the Egyptian Campaign Fast Start Guide, the trade exhibition, right? Well, let's get started. There's old Cleopatra. Still don't have her, man. I'm looking for her for my fallen angel squad. She's bad. She's bad news, man. She's messed me up in campaign over and over again. Had my guys killing each other. Bad news. All right, so we're gonna just jump into this, and we're gonna start doing the research and going up to the water wheel research. And we're just doing the basic quests that Cleo's asking us to do. One thing I did make them, here I am buying two lands. I did buy two lands. Land here is not cheap. It's I spent like 240 on these two lands. But again, you want to get that quick jump with production because it comes down to time at the end of this thing. In fact, let's take a look at the numbers real quick. And I normally get somewhere around, I don't know, somewhere around 26, 27. Really tough to get 28. I just run out of time. But can you imagine? Can you imagine? Let me get my fat head out of the way. Level 50? Who gets here? I have no clue. I don't know how much money you'd have to spend to get level 50. I mean, I'm spending 400 gems and putting a lot of time into it, up to 400 gems. A lot of time into it, starting within this first couple hours of the campaign, and still only get to like 26, 27. But 28 means like 31 pulls, which is awesome, right? But so we'll see what happens. I get better each time I play this, so maybe this will be my time, right? And maybe I'll get Cleopatra because I have not had much luck pulling here anytime recently. All right, so we're gonna just buzz through this, and we're setting up on the Nile, of course, because that's where all the happy juice is. And I got rid of my medium home faster than I probably should have because that would have given me an extra worker. You do have to have at least one medium home to satisfy Cleo's build request. And then I didn't build the two small wells, which is one of her requests. And that next time I'll make sure I remember to do that right off because I really don't want the small wells. What I want is I want the channels. I'm going to work my way up to getting those channels so that I can get all that happy juice flowing, man. And so here it's just a matter of just production. I do get two papyrus fields and two gold mines going right away. Again, it comes down to the materials. I want to be able to walk away from this. You can see what the buildings are at here right at level 1. The buildings I have on hand. The houses aren't shown because of my fat head's in the way. But maybe I'll just leave my head like this from now on. How's that? So yeah, just production. We're trying to get to the point where we can walk away for an hour and a half and it'll be producing all that time and we won't be short on materials. So that's truly the goal. So 2 papyrus fields, 2 gold mines, and 1 each of the workshops as you get a chance. So land is an issue in Egypt. That's one of the big things, and papyrus is an issue. One of the things you'll see here is that you get a 17% increase, and that keeps going up as you level up, increase in gold production. So gold is always going to edge out papyrus a little bit, and you need that papyrus. That's I always run out in the end, papyrus. That's one of the things, if I do run out of materials, slows me down. So the event boost, I've thought about that. I've used it several times, but for me, you never seem to have enough materials to call it out 8 hours, and I can get 6 hours just on the 3 production slots. So that seems to be enough. So here we are, just trying to get in all the workers we can, because that's a thing that's short in the beginning too. If you're going to try to produce anything, and you're going to try to get resources and try to produce the ankhs and the papyrus scrolls, you've got to get the materials. So I do nickel and dime some production here, as you saw there. And I ended up spending 35 gems to level 5 nickel and diming production so that I can just keep going. So here I'm getting ready to move all of my houses so that I can now put in the channel. And I'm going to get that research done for the channel here pretty quick. You don't get any more lands again until 7, and with that in mind, you want to have that bridge repaired by then. That last bridge repair. There's three steps to that bridge repair. The last bridge repair, if I remember correctly, and I'm going to write it down this time, I get 3 hours to get that last section in. But the first section, there's the channels, and we're going to start putting those in, get that happy juice flowing, you know. Got to get that going. And we're starting just to arrange everything now that land's getting ready to open up down here, so that we can then put our channels in and increase the overall mood of our workers, basically, because even the mining, right, is workers. So yeah, so we get that all done. We just went to level 3. There's the small wells I didn't build, but I'm not worried about that. That's not much in the way of materials, and I'll catch up on that real quick as soon as I open some more lands at level 7. In fact, what was interesting is at level 5, I was able to go out half with production, but I did have to nickel and dime a little bit because I didn't have enough materials yet. But once you get that hour and a half set, when you come back then to upgrade your exhibit, your exhibition. I didn't know Cleopatra was an exhibitionist, but hey, who knows? We're working on the old sphincter. Going to show it off. So I'm putting in the canals. You can see how much that improves overall mood of my workers. And that's good stuff. That's really what you want. That's why I don't mess with those small wells, and why I forgot to do it this time is because they just take up space that I don't want to use. These lay in real nice, as you can see, with that series of lands going down the river. You don't want to open up those lands behind. When you get your 7, you probably won't have the bridge done. You get those additional 5 lands at level 7. You won't have the bridge done by that time. I never do. And so don't be tempted to open up those lands behind, because they're just so poor. The land is so poor. You have to put in all this irrigation and so forth, and it just isn't worth it. It just isn't worth the time and the space to do it. So I start off in amateur and then eventually move into bronze. A lot of these guys who buy that material package up front, which is like $18, they get that big jump in the beginning, but I think that stops you from really working on the mechanics of your city and the management of your city so that it works smoothly. It's kind of like a cheat, and so you know, if you can cheat, you know, that's lazy and you don't really get the work out, you know. So they get a jump, but I always manage to come up halfway through the game into silver and get really close to gold in a lot of cases. There I did the first repair on the bridge, and looking at seeing what could be researched, nothing important at the moment. And as you can see, I'm out 30 minutes. And all I need now is the materials to have that go out to an hour and a half, which, again, this 30-minute build-up, and there it is. In fact, we're going to pause it right here and move my fat head out of the way. And here you can see we have 4 canals. We have 2 gold mines, 2 papyrus fields, our main headquarters. I like this one out. Oh, there we go. And then 1 each of the workshops and 16 workers. And that's what we're able to get in this area, in this land. All right, so we're just about wrapping this up. We're going to hit level 5. And it looks pretty good. Maybe we get a look of the juice. Oh, and that's it, fast start guide. I guess it was a little bit earlier. It showed all the happy faces. So, hey, if you like it, if you don't like it, let me know in the comments below. Give me a thumbs up, maybe, if it is some help to you. I've worked this out of the past 6 of these campaigns. I think it's been that many. And cool, man. Remember, keep your head in the game.